Hey everyone, if you're new to this channel, just a brief recap. So I'm dropping out of my PhD in around 6 months, and one of my first goals is to reach 5,000 in passive income. Now, that alone is sort of a very complex project that has lots of moving goals and stuff like that that needs to be tracked. And there's lots of other things that I need to also work on in my life. And so before I even go onto these goals, I want to set up a project and knowledge management system. And so what I've been doing, I've been using Obsidian the note-taking app, which has a lot of customization to set up my project management. And so just briefly going over what I've covered so far, my system really follows getting things done system, which is essentially how do we process things that need to be done? How do we process tasks? And so these tasks are collected in our inboxes, for example, email or just a notes tab or wherever they may be. And from there, we need to see if they're actionable or not. If they're not actionable, we put them into whatever folder or place they need to be put. Otherwise, it's something that we need to do. It's something that we need to track. And so it can be a project, or it could be something we need to do immediately if it's less than 2 minutes. If it's over 2 minutes, we might need to schedule it on some day or in our calendar. And so I have the majority of the system, I guess, figured out, or how do you say, hard-coded. Like, I know where the majority of the system is. I have set up the majority of the system, but where I'm still working on is with the project management. And really, project management has two parts to it. First is individual projects. How do we undertake a single project and make sure that we can complete it through to success? And then how can we manage multiple of these projects? And so for a single project, I've set up a sort of a template or a standard structure for each of these. And so here's how it looks. So these are folders, and then the bullet points are files within this folder. So for example, first in each template is a project charter. So essentially we're trying to understand what the project is going to be about, what principles are we, what's the purpose and the principles that we're going to follow for this project, and then what does success even look like. And then from there, planning tasks, having milestones, and then everything else that goes with maintaining a project. So research and development, reviewing and adjusting during the project. If I'm communicating and collaborating with other people, there's a folder for that. And then once the project is done, we have final outputs. So this can be for a portfolio. I don't know, other things when in the future, if you want to reference this is helpful for that. There's also archives, so files that we no longer need in the project. And then the last thing is just future enhancements. So maybe this project could lead to something else, or we can extend it to bring back more benefits if we see there's more value in extending it. Yeah, so that's the template folder that I have. And there are, within these files, all of these are just regular text files. And so I am going to need to have some of the plugins within Obsidian to enhance the functionality and to track tasks. And then, yeah, so tracking tasks of multiple projects, that's where we go now to overall project management. And so this is what I'm working on, trying to create something of a dashboard to be able to track all the projects. And so where I last was, I was looking at these key community plugins. Excuse me. So I had a very long list of plugins. I think it was around 137. I went through probably like 800, 900 plugins. Narrowed it down to 137, then narrowed it down even further to less than 50 or less than 60. And of those, I selected some for just efficiency. They were mostly hotkeys, but for core functionality to manage projects and tasks, these were the top plugins that I've last come to, that I'm last looking at, whatever. And so this is so far my comparison, and there's also this very handy Excel sheet someone made comparing the database plugins. And so just briefly recapping for myself, but also for you, data view essentially lets us pull data from files. So this data could be in the front matter. So front matter is at the top. This is like it has like a key and then a field, and so it could be, for example, like title and then name, or rating and then 1 through 5. So this could be for like books or whatever else. And then also it could be metadata fields. So this is inline key value pairs. It can also be bullet lists, tags, or tasks. And so this data is pulled from files, and it can be displayed in a list, in a calendar, or a table. Database folder has a similar functionality. However, it's specifically focused on tables, or it could be like a single column table for lists, and it has more customization. For example, you can manually add entries to a table, but data view you can only query and filter, so it's not quite as customizable, but it is faster. Metadata menu just allows you to manage the front matter, the YAML, and the inline metadata a lot quicker. So that really comes in handy with data view and database folder. Then there's tasks. Tasks essentially let you set up a task, and so task is like as a check mark. So this is that's a check mark, and you can check it, and so it can set up these tasks that have a start date, end date. They can be recurring. You can query them similarly to data view and display them in this sort of dashboard. So yeah, if you're just managing tasks, I don't know if tasks is built on top of data view, but if it's not, then if you're just managing tasks, this might be enough for me. And yeah, and then there's Kanban. So Kanban essentially is just a Kanban board. You can manually add, or you have to manually add entries into. So let's take this back a step. Kanban has columns that are manually entered. You can organize the order of the columns by just manually clicking and dragging, and then you can also manually enter entries into each column, which is really nice. Oh, here's the image. Yeah, so that's how it looks. Yeah, so that's how it looks. And then lastly, there's projects, and I think projects I took off my list. Yeah, so projects is sort of like a combination of multiple of these plugins, but it's not quite as advanced as any of them. So the table in projects is similar to database folder, however it doesn't have as much functionality or features. The board is similar to Kanban, However, each column has to be a category in the metadata of the notes, and the notes themselves are entries in each column. So it's not quite as customizable. That you do need to have sort of these requirements, you could say. Calendar, don't quite need calendar. I already have a calendar, so don't need that. And then galleries, it displays note cards. So like imagine icons and a bunch of these squares, and each corresponds to a note. So it's a little bit more visual, but I don't really need that. So not going there. Yeah, so now that I've figured that out, I'm currently on the step of just trying to set up or flush out some of the pipeline. And the first thing was that I addressed, let me see if I can find it, because I'm pretty sure I wrote it down somewhere. To do. Oh, yeah. Find a way to make a template folder. So I've set up a project. For my research, I'm working on, one of my efforts that I'm going to do is chest radiology report generation next quarter with another PhD student. And he's the main driver on this, but I'm really doing the project to learn from him and learn about this. And so I set up that project. So I copied over the template folder and started filling in some of these. Was starting to enhance the prompts, or how it looks, the appearance. And in doing that, I also noted what else I need to, what did I do? What did I do? Okay. Yeah, so in doing that, I was starting to fill out these files, these prompts, and trying to see what functionality I need to address. And so I wrote that down as these to-dos, or as these to-dos. One of them was if I'm referencing files within my template folder, then how do I make it relative if I'm copying over? And so because of that, you can actually see, I think I just noticed, where was it? Template folder overview. Brainstorm. Yeah, so you can see that's the name of the file, and then that's a relative path to that file. So going up a level, and then in that folder, there's a timeline and milestones. Didn't I have it somewhere? Oh, in my inbox. I'll fix that link later. Doesn't matter for now. And then the next thing was, how can I have a template folder? Because this folder, this would be the new project name, and then all of these folders go within the project, and all of the files within these folders I need to copy over to. And typically templates are treated as a single file. There isn't like a clear way to copy over a folder, and so right now that's what I'm researching. And then after that is when we'll start setting up really the dashboard and using metadata to track the different tasks within projects. So my goal is to finish that today for this example project, And then hopefully I'll make a separate stream where I'm talking about I'll make a separate stream where I'm starting to break down sort of how I'm gonna approach 5K a month in passive income. Okay, so let's see. Previously I was trying to copy over this folder, and I was doing that with scripts tests. So I was trying to use this JavaScript code to copy over the folder into just the main area, and then I would manually move it. Because even now, even here you can see, if I click on this folder, move folder 2, there is no copy. You can move a folder, but you can't copy. To run JavaScript for automating task management. It's funny because every time, right before I stream, I always run, and then afterwards I'm always tired, or my eyes are always itchy, or my nose is always runny. Let's see. Wait. I'm confused. This didn't. I don't know JavaScript, so I'm kind of relying on ChatGPT for this. I understand it enough. It's just when to use, like this here uses async, so I can imagine um, asynchronous. But again, what that means in terms of Obsidian and when to use a regular function versus async, I'm not familiar. Hmm. There's something I'm missing. Y- Let's see. So I see where it copied it to. Okay, that works. That works for now. Yeah. What was the name of it? CH Enhanced Code. Find a way to make a template folder. Plug in. Cool. Now we need to timeline and milestones has start and end dates as well as milestone deadlines. So we don't need this after all. Huh. And then the other one was effort, environmental, report generation, timeline, action plan. Ah. Oh, duh. Okay. So how do we want this to show up? Cool. So now let's start to think about how we want this to look like. How do we want this to look like? Oh, let's think about this. So for now, we don't think we need this. So we'll put that out of sight. And so our dashboard has areas, has projects for each area. Each project has certain properties. So that's likely going to be a database folder. A database folder. A database folder. Database folder. data view or database folder. So what are the options? Data view, database folder, workspace, whatever. This is not for that. Metadata menu, no. Periodic tasks, no. Projects, or tasks, maybe. But tasks are the ones that go within projects. So not task either, not Kanban. Yeah, so those are the only two options. Now for each project we have tasks, and this is either data view or task. Kanban maybe, but not necessarily. Not at the core. So timeline and milestones. How should this be captured across files? Each task in a table. Okay, so let's start first with the overall information we need to track. Each project, from an overall, has a current status, a next key milestone. That one might be a little bit hard, but we'll see. The deadline, last updated, maybe. Progress indicator, unsure, that one's probably too. Not as insightful and too hard to set up. Link to project note, that's easy. Priority level, easy. Tags for categorization, easy. So we have for each project current status. So for each project, where are we going to keep this information? It could be in timeline milestones, it could be in action plan, or it could be in overview. For now, let's assume it all comes from timeline and milestones, because then the only thing we have to add is a project name. And priority level and tags for customization. So let's assume for now this is going to be sort of the data, the file where we store our data. So let's make a YAML. 1, 2, 3. Oh, where'd it go? Alias? Is it alias? Oh. Okay. And then this one's gonna be date. Is there dates? Rating, list, tags, finished. Temp. Date? No, that's the one I had. How do I do this? I wrote down somewhere. Yeah, they have date. What the meta enable data view. Enable yeah. But I don't see no date. Field name. New field type date fields. Add new field setting. Is this the same? Field class settings, global file select, preset, add a new, is this it? Field name, field type, except, oh, maybe it's this. So, dates. Insert a link by default. No. Define a no. This. Okay, let's try that. What in the holy... Oh, okay. So, does this not have natural language? It's on. Oh, because this isn't text? No. Okay, so the start date was mother. Just use a calendar. It's literally tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but dates. Oh, but come on. Meta date. Set fields, edit this one. Start date. End dates. Then we have current status. Status. Objectives from a list. And value. Oh, plan. Not started. And value. In progress. On hold. Or complete. Completed. Multi. And then priority level. Minimum, or let's do 1. Maximum is 5. Step uno. Yeah, let's do 1. Let's do 0.5. Yeah. Okay, so we have current status. Oh, you can't see it. We have current status. We have we don't have this yet. Deadline, yep. Not yet. Link is just text, I think. Priority level. Priority level, yeah. Tags, nope. So let's see. Add new project. PO overview. Add accept a link. Wait, what? Personalize the setting of your links. No, I don't know about that. Project overview is a file. And then tags. A link, multiple links, formula. Value their fields. I don't know about the other ones. Let's just remove it for now. So now we have that. So let's see. Project name. We'll actually change this to how do we do this? Do I just restart the file? Ah, doesn't show up, but it shows up when needed. So how are we doing this? 06 slash 01 slash 2024. Add. Is this not working? What is up with this? Mother. June 1st. Why doesn't it have... What is up with this? Wait. Property type. And then we have... I'm gonna restart my notes. Okay, I need to stop sharing screen for a second. Okay. So let me restart my notes. Okay, now I need to stop sharing screen again. I purchased like a Obsidian course initially when I was starting Obsidian, and yeah, sometimes I reference it, but not too often. And so every time I open up an Obsidian window, from like when it's hidden or when it's on the side, I'm always worried it's gonna pop up and that I'll be like, I don't know, is suit an option? But regardless, I'll just stop sharing screen when needed. What were we looking at? Oh, metadata menu, presets. So these are presets, but why do they not show up? It's supposed to make our life easier. Yeah, what the? Metadata menu, field options, update, start date. Metadata menu, manage field at cursor, add field. So, project overview, and that sucks that. Horrible. How are we gonna work around this? Let's say it's that. So let's say it's that. Okay, we have the option to change it. And so let's do radiology overview. There's that. And now I can add hotkeys to make this, so I'm not too worried about that part. But priority level, and then status. Priority level, let's put this at like a 5. Because I'm gonna need to spend 10 hours on it, regardless of what happens. And then last option is many field options was status, not started. How can I? Oh. So something like this. Okay, so then that adds another to do. But then templater to include so essentially we need to make that metadata menu a template, and then when we're actually setting up a project, we just make some adjustments so we don't have to go through that entire process of what I just did. So let's revisit. That was for that. So we have current status. We have next. No, we don't have that. Let's highlight what we don't have. So let's just make everything color black. Something like, oh, and the last updated. So tags, I'll probably include tags. Oh, tags. Hashtag. I don't know. Or is it, let me see. Include tags in. What is this music? I don't know. I think I'll leave it out. So now I'm thinking each project, I don't think we'll need to see the milestones for each project in a single view that has the milestones, that has all projects. When we have all projects in a single file, we will just have these properties. And then if we want to see more, we go to these files. What am I thinking? Action plan, overview, timeline. Okay. So now that we have that for one project, how do we show it for all projects? So going to Command Center, Effort Dashboard. Here is where we will need to use Data View JS. Data. Am I doing this right? Is it? Oh, yeah. Data view. And then, how did they do the tags? But anyways. Do we have an alias of project? Oh, didn't I have examples? Data view, examples. Table. From hashtag movies. So hashtag movies. Got it. So maybe have another, where was it? Overview. Oh, I think it was here. Let's timeline, project name. Maybe have another property of tags. Project. I don't think this is required. Yeah. So this is a project. Now here, what do we have? We have, what were the options? So query type, we're gonna want a table with from hashtag project. Let's see how it looks so far. Okay, yeah, so that's the one file with hashtag project, and it's gonna have what do we have here? Command Shift 4. Command Shift 4. Take a screenshot of that. Okay, so here from hashtag, so table is gonna have let's try this first. Project name. Okay, let's rename some of these things. So this is just going to be name, overview.
She's got a lot of talent there.
Oh, I thought you'd think so. I was a model back in Texas.
Plan. Status.
Oh, today it was.
Start.
But after this, there'll be no more distractions.
Priority. And start. Let's keep it simple. See if this shows up. Let's start with name. Okay, name shows up. Name, then insert commas, then there's overview, timeline plan, timeline plan. Status, start and priority. Okay, so that's our table. And we close some of these. Actually, let's close overview. And then actually stacked. It doesn't show up all the way. What am I thinking? One other option is appearance. There's that. And then I know there's a way to delete the first column. How do I do that? List table without ID. Yeah. So that shows us this table. It's something I'm actually curious now. So what if we did readable line length is on, so we can't see everything, which we know. But then database folder. Let's see. Can we create another scene real quick so I can mute it without, or actually I could just turn down the volume. I need to go blow my nose. So database folder, enable options. Okay, so let's add DB. Create a new, let's do test within the current folder can't actually. So if we're gonna do that, where are we? After dashboard. Yeah, so within the, DB folder. Your database. No, command center. Sure. Yeah, so this takes up the whole file. But if you notice, it's its own file. Oh, I see. From Crash. Project. Let's try that. So this will allow us to see the different projects, but we can't write anything to separate the different settings, the different areas of wellness. Select to create a new row. This list is related with to create an empty file. Leave empty. Yes, so let's leave it empty. And then enter file name. So let's do another. I don't know. Wait. So we can have empty rows. But I don't know that I like that either. What's the other option? Appearance, editors, readable line. Only some. Obsidian. from folding, heading, indent. That ain't a good option either. It's not really what I want. This is what I want. Wait. It works with the default theme. What does this mean? So if we go back to effort dashboard, what's going on? This topic, CSS snippet, specific pages. So it seems that this works, but I don't know what to do with it. There you go, last paragraphs. Add custom styles, go to your settings and appearance. Settings, appearance, CSS, snippets. Click a full, which brings you to a dictionary where you can add folder. You can add, don't forget to enable run in your settings after. Ooh, without needing to build a theme. Nice. I might use this. To add, open, settings, appearance, create a CSS file. Under appearance, select reload snippets.
You really must, darling.
Okay, so actually I'm gonna have to stop sharing. Wait, so I need screen capture. No, not screen capture. Audio input capture and video capture. And video capture. Okay, device, camera. Cool. Okay. So now that's there. Open Visual Studio Code. New file. And so here we'll have test.css. Create a new file. And then we'll just use the dot wide for the CSS. Saving that. Let's see. Okay, so I have a test CSS file. And then I add that to the snippets file. And then I go to Obsidian. Okay, so I can share now. So I go to Obsidian and CSS, reload it. So now the test has appeared. And in this, I just have this. That's it. Okay, so now that's on. And I could delete this. How do I? Add this at the top. Doesn't seem to be cooperating. Delete. The snippets, yeah, the text changes and applies them. Wait, so is this wider already? Let's turn this off. And it looks the same. Yeah, it's the same. So then how do we apply it? Making two, customize aspects, borders. Ooh, I need to come back to this. Because previously I was using like a plugin to try to adjust some of these things, but I don't want it to be. Right here, I'll just do here. So oh, this is what I want to. Editor. Window frame. Okay, sure. But how do I apply it? What if you're trying to change a setting? I attempted adding to the, but it doesn't work. Confirm. Where does this go? Okay, right here. I have this manage. Just drop it in your snippets and enable in settings. Sure. You want to put a YAML at the top with like example below. Yeah, so it has that property, but it's not wide. Is it? It's slightly wider, I believe. Okay, so let's do something else. File, open folder, documents. Or actually, can I see it here? No, I don't see it there. Documents, Obsidian vaults. This one. Where is it? Open with Visual Studio Code. Open. So let's try 500 pixels. So let's refresh, turn on and off, close this. I do not see a difference. So if I measure it with my hand, and we go to here, I mean, it's slightly wider. I mean, okay, full page. How do we do full page instead of trying to width 100%? Okay, so full line width. Let's just do 100% save. And setting. Shit. No, I don't want that.
You have reached the voicemail box of
What's your issue? Not working. File line
Just wait for the
width.
tone. The person you're trying to reach is not available right now. If you need further assistance, enter pound now.
Okay. And then full width class is full dash width. Full dash width.
Please leave your name, number, and
It did change, right? Yeah, it changed. So it was doing something previously. Now we just need to turn this on, refresh, turn back. But you're doing nothing.
Goodbye.
Refresh. Yeah, you're doing nothing. Class is full width. Full width. Yeah. So I spelled that right. Let's try it again. Nada. Let's copy it, paste it. And try it again. Oh, so it does show up. We're gonna turn that one on, turn this off. Nothing. Full width. Width. CSS class. Oh, cause maybe spelling it wrong. No. What the? CSS class. Really? Why is it always CSS classes? Full width. You can create, by overwriting default values, you can create themes. And how do you use them? In quotes, is that what I'm missing? Full. Or is it full width? Test CSS full width. Okay, let's try full width. Let's try full width. Yeah, ideas. Let's try full width, and then let's add full width. Oh, no. That's funny. One, two, three. Let's do matter. CSS class. Full width. And Maybe it's the quotes. Let's try it again. No. It should just be one. Okay, so that's what this is saying. Full width. And so we've tried everything, so that must mean it has to do with the code in the test CSS. So okay, so files. Let's see. Foundation, cursor, editor, file. So file has line width. And now we set to 100%. So how do we call this line? Okay, let's do body first. Let's just do body, see what happens. Body, save. Let's see. Okay, not working. Maybe because editor, readable line length. Okay, let's assume it's that. And then let's narrow it down to 70%. And let's try it here. Appearance. And then let's just use that one. Nothing's happening. What am I doing wrong? File line width 70%. Something's funky, man. This is the vault one, yeah. It's in snippets. Why is it not doing anything? So narrowing it down to 50. Testing it again. Nothing's happening. Maybe I don't need the 2 lines. Maybe it's just 1 line. Or none lines. Nothing. Okay. So what can I do about this? Maybe don't even wrap it in body. Just straight up do the dash file. No, nothing. What the? CSS snippets tutorial. Is that it? No. That's not what I want. How did this guy look at the developer console?
On a Mac, we're going to hold down Option, Command, I. This opens up a brand new menu. You haven't seen this before.
Option, Command, I. Nope. full screen first, then ignore Option Command I. Okay. So I want styles. Full. What is it? Full line. Computed. It's a bit, but you follow this, but instead of 3, text normal. Let's try this. Size is not working. Text normal red. So we should see everything turn red, or all the text turn red. So turn it off, reload, turn it on. I don't know. Maybe it's because I have style settings on. Let's disable this. And let's disable which one was it? minimal, was it? We're all effort dashboard. That's red, but I don't know if. Oh, there's an appearance. Reload. Do it again. No, this isn't working. Let's try it in this vault. I don't know. Unity plugins. Yeah, let's try it in this one. Appearance. So let's open this. Let's copy this test to here. Reload it. Turn it on. Okay, that worked. So, what does that mean for this? Wait, oh, I think it's just that it didn't work. Data view, turn it back on. Wait. Oh, wait, what was that? Oh. Wait, which one did I just turn off? Settings search. Oh, is that the one? Yeah, so that one doesn't change.
Soft blue eyes and delicate mouth.
I don't know. Honestly, do not know.
I'm afraid I can't say.
It's on. Okay, here's what we'll do. And wait, what's all this? Oh, I see. So we'll add it over here. Make a table over here. Actually, I'm gonna take a break. Then we'll come back to this.